Hello friends, I'm Jana Eubank. Today I am working with the Simple Stories Game Night collection. This collection is so fun. I love the bright retro colors as well as the typography of all of the different board games and other games that they're featuring in this collection. I pulled out a photo of my kids playing the game of life. This was actually the very first time they ever played it back when they were younger, and I never had scrapbooked it, so I thought this collection is going to be perfect for that. On that particular day, they had begged me to go to the store and pick out a game, and this was the one they did. Now, it was super funny because, they're young. They don't really know things about bills and things or how that all works. And so the first time we played that game was quite a hoot. My kids were mad when they didn't get a good job. They were upset when they had to pay for kids, all those fun things. So it's just such a fun memory. Now I'm going to start off this page by using some of the B-sides of this collection to build up a background. I always like a framed background, and today I'm going to be using 3 layers. I'm using the yellow grid paper that for my very background piece. I did gut out the center because I will be covering the entire center of that. And so I always gut out the middle just in case I need to use it for a photo mat or for die cutting or something like that a little later on. I then used a piece of the tomato color vibe cardstock and then that super cute teal colored scorecard paper from the collection. I stitched it, distressed it, and now I'm ready to go. Now I wanted a really large element to highlight this larger photo that I have here. And so I went to the 6x8 pad and I found one of the designer papers that had this stack of board games. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is perfect. So I fussy cut that out, and then I'm going to use that to anchor my photo. First, I'm going to map my photo with another piece of the Color Vibe cardstock. This time I'm using the color lime just to bring in a little bit of green and add some variety. I am inking up all of my edges with a light gray ink. That's just something I like to do to give a little shadow effect to all of my different layers. It's really subtle. It's just a personal preference. So if you see me doing that, that is what I'm doing. Now I wanted to use one of the black multicolored papers to highlight my photo as well with a double matte. I wasn't sure if I would pull one in from the 6x8 pad, but I did decide to go with the 12x12 paper just because I liked the scale of the dots in relation to that stack of board games there on the left side. So we'll go ahead and get that matted up, and now I'm going to start looking for some elements to pair with this photo. Now, of course, I want to use anything that is relating to the game that we are playing with in the picture, which is the game of life. So I found this 3x4 card that had the little spinner and then that phrase that says, "That's life." I went ahead and fussy cut out that spinner. I'm just going to use it as a little layer to tuck there behind the top edge of the photos. And then I will go ahead and also cut out that phrase for just using my trimmer and use that on there as well. So we'll go ahead and get that into place. And I'm just tucking both of those behind the top edge of my photo. The next thing I'm going to look for is some sort of paper that will layer underneath the bottom edge of this. Oh, actually, I grab a little label. So I did grab this label journaling piece because I have kind of this stair step action happening at the top. And so I just wanted to tuck in one more piece to kind of marry all those pieces together. So that's why I grabbed that label. Okay, now I'm grabbing the pattern paper. So I flipped through the papers. I found this black and white check, which is just so dynamic and so fun. On the other side, there were the 3x4 cards. So I just made sure to check the other side, make sure I wasn't cutting through anything that I might want to fussy cut out later for this page. And then went ahead and used my scissors to banner cut both ends of that. And then going to tuck that in under the bottom edge of both the board games and the large photo. Now, of course, this is super colorful already, but I just love it. I decided to go with it and just add all the colors. So I did grab the scalloped border sticker from the 12x12 sticker sheet. And after I get this banner piece in place, I'm just going to tuck that up underneath. I did go ahead and use a powder tool to take off the tackiness of that sticker just so I could kind of slide it around into place. And then I did add my own adhesive on it, trimmed off one of the scallops just so it fit the bottom of that banner piece a little better, and then slid it right under there. I'm going to go ahead and get all of my other pieces in shape or in place. I did go ahead and move that label shape a little bit higher on the page, just again to accentuate that stair step down, which kind of mimics the board games stacked on top of each other on the left side of the page. Now I'm ready to start working on my title. I know that I want to bring in some of the foam stickers, but I wanted a shape or something to accent it over on the left. So I went back to those cardstock stickers. I found this little stack of, fanned money. Of course, you earn money in this game, so I thought it worked well here. And I'm going to use that as an anchoring spot for the left side of my title. I used the bright orange family word from the foam stickers. I like that because it's repeating the orange color of the 3x4 card that I used on the top of the page. I want my border or my title to say family fun. The word fun on the foam stickers was a little bit of a different font where it was stretched out wide. So I went over to the die cuts. I believe that multicolored word fun is from the Big Bits. And so I paired that with the foam sticker family just because it was a better fit than the one that was on the foam sticker sheet. Now I wanted to again accentuate that stair step action that's happening at the top. And since I have a little fan of money down at the bottom, I decided to find a little money piece to stick up at the top. So I did find that chipboard piece of the $5 bill and tucked that in behind both the label piece and the orange That's Life card, and that worked out really great. I like how that looks. Next, I want to add, sprinkle in some more elements here around my title. I saw these game pieces in the bits and pieces. There weren't as many colors that I wanted, and so I shifted my focus over to the chipboard stickers that had a whole row of those game marker pieces, and so I'm just going to use a bunch of these to sprinkle throughout the layout, and I really like how they look. Now, I know these aren't the game pieces that you actually use in the game of life, but they're still really cute and still really fun and just add that playful feel. I'm also going to pull off these little asterisks or sparkly looking pieces to decorate around my page as well. I place one to the left of the title, one to the right of the title, and then I'll sprinkle a few at the top of the page. I do have two up there right now, but I will come back a little bit later and add a third one just to keep that odd number going, which is so pleasing to the eye. Now, I do love the enamel dots, especially these glossy ones, and so I thought those little asterisks would be a fun place to add those. So I went ahead and just accented the middle of each of those. I love that these come on a clear backing. That way I can hold up the colors to wherever I'm trying to place it on my layout and see what matches best. So I went ahead and just picked out a bunch of different colors to go with those asterisks. Next, I had a place on my photo that was kind of a white space up in that upper left corner. My kids are sitting in an empty room in our house. This picture was actually taken in the spring, and we were having our carpets cleaned, so we actually had moved all the furniture out of that room, which looks kind of strange. Like, you're wondering, do you guys have furniture? Where is this photo being taken? But it was just one of those odd days. And so I wanted to fill that in a little bit just so it wasn't so blank. So I layered up a label piece as well as that your turn phrase. I sprinkled in a few more of those game pieces. And then that's at that same time, that's where I add in that third asterisk piece at the top, and I'm just going to finish that off with another enamel dot. Now, my spinner felt a little bit bare, and so I went over to the decorative brads to look at the large brads, and there was another spinner that was super cute and colorful, and I decided to place that in the center of that spinner. And that finishes it off the page. Now I will come in and add some journaling strips in the top right corner, and you'll see that in the final shots. Again, this is the Simple Stories Game Night Collection. Super cute, super fun. I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks for crafting with me today. We'll see you next time.